Again, continuation pa rin ng application of integrals, but this time, ito na yung last application, the first theorem of Pappus. Sa first theorem of Pappus class, combination na to ng lahat ng na-discuss natin na application of integrals, yung area, yung volume, yung center of mass, yung distance, yung length ng arc, length of the path traced by the center of mass. The theorem given in this section are useful tools for finding the volumes of solid of revolution and the areas of surfaces of revolution. They provide interesting applications of the material in finding the center of mass. First theorem class, if a region R lies on one side of a line L, the volume V of the solid of revolution generated by revolving R about L is equal to the product of the area of R and the length of the path traced by the center of mass of R. That is, V is equal to 2 pi times AB. Yung 2 pi, constant na yan. Si A is yan yung area of the region R. And then D is, that is the distance of the center of mass from the line L. Okay. A here is the area of the region R. D is the distance of the center of mass of R to the line L. Yung formula lang D natin is ito, the absolute value of AX bar plus BY bar plus C over the square root of A squared plus B squared. And then yung L na tinutukoy dito, ito, that is the length of the path traced by the center of mass where L is equal to 2 pi D. Ang L natin is, yan yung line natin is as a linear AX plus BX plus Y equals C. And then the center of mass here is X bar and Y bar. For example, find the volume of a solid of revolution generated by revolving the rectangle with vertices at 0, 2, 0, 6, 2, 2, and 2, 6 about y equals to x. So, ang rectangle natin dito class with the given vertices is mag-revolve siya about the line y equals to x. So, if we plot this in the Cartesian plane, ito yung mabubuo natin na graph ng y equals to x. Okay. So, mag-construct lang kayo ng table of values para maka-construct kayo ng points and then plot nyo lang sa Cartesian plane. And then also yung mga vertices ng rectangle natin, yung 0, 2 is andito siya sa point na to. And then yung 0, 6 naman is nandito. And then yung 2, 2 is andito siya. And then yung point na 2, 6 is andito siya. And then i-connect lang natin to form a rectangle. And then the second step is to find the area of this rectangle. So using the formula for the volume of the first theorem of Pappus, so ito yung formula niya, V is equal to 2 pi times A times D, where A is the area and D is the distance. So solving first for the area of the region class. Okay, so based tayo dito sa graph natin, hanapin natin yung area ng rectangle na ito. So alam natin na ang formula ng rectangle is formula ng area of the rectangle is A equals to length times the width. So this side is the length of the rectangle. And then, yung width ng rectangle is itong side na ito. So bilangin natin class, yung length ng rectangle natin, yung distance from this point up to this point. So starts here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So which means ang length ng rectangle natin is equal to 4. Tapos yung width naman niya is, diba itong side na to? So mag-start, since kasali yan sa point na yan, sa vertex ng rectangle natin, so mag-start tayo sa point na to. So we have 1, diba? Okay, so parallel lang yan dyan. So we have 1, tapos 2. So which means ang width ng rectangle natin is 2. So 4 times 2 equals to 8. So this is the area of this rectangle. Okay. Solving for the center of mass naman. So if dito tayo mag-base sa graph natin class, okay, if i-graph natin siya ng maayos kay para madali nating makita yung center of mass. So kung dito tayo magbe-base, ang magiging center of mass niya is dito, okay, sa banda sa point na yan. Yan yung gitnaan ng rectangle natin at saka dito sa point na to. Okay, so this is the center of mass. But, we can use the, anong tawag dito? The midpoint formula for finding the center mass of this rectangle. So we have x bar 0 plus 2. Bakit siya 0 plus 2? Dito tayo magbe-base sa x-axis. So, di ba, itong length na to class is parallel siya dito sa x-axis. So, nag-start siya dito sa 0. And then, plus 2. Di ba, yun man yung paghanap ng distance, midpoint of the given equation. And then, divide natin siya by 2. So, 0 plus 2, di ba, 2 ay gaya na 1. So, nag-start tayo kay 0. Kasi na parallel bumananansiran. So, 0 plus 2, divide natin by 2. Then, yung midpoint natin sa x, with respect to x is equals to 1. And then, sa y-axis naman class, okay, dito din tayo mag-base. So, dito tayo mag-start sa point na to. So, we have 6. And then, plus, eto siya is, this is the 2, 1. Okay, so we have 6 plus 2. Divided by 2, this is equals to 4. So, therefore, ang midpoint niya sa y, with respect to y is 4. Hence, the center of mass is equals to 1 and 4. Okay. Gagamitin natin si center of mass sa paghanap ng distance natin. Ilan daw yung distance ng center of mass natin papunta dito sa axis of revolution? Yang D na to. Okay. Erase ko lang muna ito. Ang hinahanap na distance D class is etong line na yan. From the center of mass to the axis of revolution, yan yung hinahanap na D dito. So, solving for the distance D, given the line, ang given natin na line or saan nag-revolve yung axis of revolution natin, yung region natin rather, y equals to x. So, y equals to x can be written as x minus y equals to 0 in standard form, diba? Sa third slide rather class, binigay ko na doon yung standard form ng line ay x plus by plus c equals to 0. So, eto, kailangan i-transform muna natin into standard form para malaman natin kung ano yung value ni A, ni B, at saka ni C. So, ang A natin dito is yung kasama ni na numerical value ni variable x. So, since walang nakalagay, invisible na 1. So, that's why ang a natin equals to 1. And then, yung b natin is equals to negative 1. And then, since walang constant dito maliban sa 0, we have c equals to 0. So, we have substituting the values to the given formula. So, we have d equals to the absolute value of ax bar plus by bar plus c all over the square root of x squared plus, a squared plus b squared rather. So, this is equal to 1. Ang a natin class is 1. So, that's why 1 ito. Then, yung nakuha din natin na x bar is 1 plus si b ang nakuha natin na, ang given na value of b is negative 1. So, here is the negative 1. Then, yung y bar na nakuha natin equals to positive 4. So, that's why 4 ito. Then, plus c na equals to 0. So, that's why 0 ito. Then, sa denominator, we have 1 squared. Yan yung value ni a. And then, negative 1. Yan yung value ni b quantity squared kasi yun man yung sa formula. So, simplifying this one, we get positive 3 over the square root of 2. Though 1 minus 4 is negative 3, but naka-absolute value man siya, so that's why positive 3 square root of 2. So therefore, okay na. So na-solve na natin yung area, solve na din natin yung center of mass, and then also yung distance. So which means, pwede na natin i-substitute sa formula ng volume of a solid for the first theorem of Pappus. So we have b is equal to 2 pi ad. So ang 2 pi, constant yan. Then si a, replace it by 8. And then from here, and then d is replace it by 3 square root of 2 galing dito. So simplifying this one, we have 48 pi over the square root of 2. So therefore, this is the volume of a solid of revolution generated by revolving the rectangle with the given vertices and about the line y equals to x. Second example class, find the volume of a solid of revolution when the region inside x squared minus 4x plus y squared minus 6y plus 9 equals to 0 is revolved about the line y equals to negative x. So, ang sulit natin dito class is a circle. Tapos, ito yung axis of revolution natin. This is the line y equals to negative x. Okay, so para malaman natin yung center of mass, kasi always kasing hinahanap yung center of mass sa Theorem of Pappus para obtain natin yung distance from the center of mass to the axis of revolution. So, solving for the center of mass class using the given equation x squared minus 4x plus y squared minus 6y plus 9 equals to 0. So, para malaman natin yung center nito, kailangan natin tong i-transform into this equation. Diba ganun man yung paghanap ng center of a circle? Ang center ng circle class is the HK. Okay, ito is na-discuss sa analytic geometry 1 ninyo. Okay, so diba ito yung given natin, i-group natin to as isang group, tapos isang group din siya. Okay, so okay na yung second group kasi pwede na natin siya ma-express na ganitong term, binomial, square of a binomial. Pero yung first group is kailangan pa natin siyang gawing trinomial. Okay, para maging trinomial yung first group nating class, mag-a-add dapat tayo ng number dito sa last term. So, saan nanggaling si 4? Yung second group is okay na siya ha. Hindi na tayo kailangang mag-add dito. Si 4 class, galing yan dito. Kung ano yung number or numerical value na kasama ng variable x, ng exponent is 1, is 80 times inyo yun ng 1/2. Hindi kasali yung sign ha, yung number lang. So, since 4 yung andito, nakasama ni variable x, ang exponent is 1, so siya yung ita-times natin ng 1/2. So, 4 times 1/2 is equals to 4 times 1 is 4 divided by 2 is 2, di ba? And then, after ninyong makuha yung result sa pag-times niyo ng 1/2, ipag-squared use ka niyan. So, 2 squared is equal to 4. So, that's why naging 4 ito. Kung nag-add kayo dito ng 4 class sa left side, of course, mag-add din kayo ng 4 sa right side. So, may 0 dito is, yung 0 na yan class is galing yan dito sa given na yan. Gaya 4 sa yan na puun si A. Kami yung mga nusaya sa 4, of course, pag mga numangusaya sa 4. So, since lahat na sila perfect square trinomial, so gaya x squared minus 4x plus 4, gaya mabuna y squared minus 6y plus 9, perfect square trinomial din nanan. So, 0 plus 4 is 4. So, ibig sabihin, gaya, nagkapakaya ma-express sa lagi daya. X squared minus 4x plus 4 can be written as x minus 2 quantity squared. Saan nanggaling si 2? Negative yung ilalagay nyo dito class kapag yung middle term na sign is negative. Si 2 class, galinganan, si ko after nyo kaya times sa 1/2 ko middle term, and then yung result na hindi pa na squared. So that's why 2-1. Lagid mambuwag y minus 3 na di ba si 9 na pun mananan as 6 times 1/2. Okay? 6 times 1/2 equals to 3. Bakit naging 3? 6 times 1 is 6 divided by 2 equals to 3. Naginan natin na puun siyanan. Namlagid buo ipag-square diwaya class na sung pa rin saya sa third term tanwa 9. And then si 4, pwede din siyang ma-express as 2 squared. So therefore, ang center natin dito is positive 2 and positive 3. Kung positive matatago saya sign na aya center yua class na muloy ang negative 2 ago negative 3. But ang na-obtain natin class is negative man, so that's why ang center natin dito is positive 2 and positive 3. Okay, thus, the circle has center 2 and 3 with the radius 2. So, sa radius, nagaling si ko sa left side equation na 2 squared. Na inyong burungkuan na subuso, numerical hindi nabompad so, exponent yan. And then after that, solving for the area of the region R using the formula for the area of a circle, we have A is equal to pi r squared. So, ang formula ng circle class, area ng circle is pi r squared, where r equals to 2, yung pi is constant. So, we have A times pi, replace r by 2, and then quantity squared. So, 2 squared is 4 times pi, that is equal to 4 pi. So, ang area natin class equals to 4 pi. Solving for the distance, right after nyo masolve yung area at saka yung center of mass, solving for the distance. So, given the line, di ba dito siya nag-revolve sa line na ito, y equals to negative x. So, write this one in standard form. So, transpose lang natin si x sa left side. We have positive x plus y equals to 0, where a here is 1, and then b is positive 1 na rin. And then, since walang constant, c equals to 0. And then substituting to the formula of the distance of a line, we have the absolute value of ax bar plus by bar plus c over the square root of a squared plus b squared. So, ang a natin is 1. Ang x bar natin class is yan yung center na nakuha natin. And then b is 1 galing dito. And then 3, yan yung y bar. That is the center also. And then c is equal to 0. Okay, and then 2 plus 5, absolute value 2 plus 3 is 5 square root of 2. Then, i-substitute na natin sa formula ng volume sa theorem of Pappus. So, V is equal to 2 pi times AD. So, we have 2 pi, ang area natin is 4 pi, and then distance is 5 over the square root of 2. So, we obtain 40 pi squared over the square root of 2. So, therefore, this is the volume of a solid of revolution in the region inside the circle. For the third example class, find the volume of a solid of revolution generated by revolving the region R bounded by the parabola y equals to x squared and the line y equals to 1. So, ito yung graph ni y equals to 1. Then, etong parabola natin is, this is facing upward. And it revolves about the line y equals to negative 1. So, ito yung axis of revolution. Okay, solving for the area of the region R. So, we have A is equal to the integral of HW integrated from A to B. Okay, so which means, eto yung hahanapan natin ng area rather. So, mag-construct tayo dito ng rectangle, vertical rectangle, kaya tayo nag-construct ng vertical rectangle class kasi alam natin na may height ito. May makukuha tayo na height ng rectangle natin. Unlike kasi kung ang i-construct natin na rectangle is horizontal, wala tayong makukuha na height. Meron, but equals to 0. Which means ang area is magiging 0. So that is not correct. Diba? Okay. So take note, pag mag-construct kayo ng rectangle, make it sure na yung makuha ninyo na height ng rectangle is hindi siya mag-equals to 0. Okay. So, ang width ng rectangle natin since dito siya nakatayo sa x-axis or parallel siya sa x-axis, which means that is dx or delta x. And then yung height is above minus below. So, ang nasa above ng rectangle natin is yung line na y equals to negative 1. So, magiging 1 minus yung nasa below is yung graph ng parabola facing upward. That is y equals to x squared. So, we have y minus x squared. So, ito yung height ng rectangle natin. So, substituting to the given formula, so we have replace natin si h by 1 minus x squared and replace w by dx evaluated from negative 1 to 1. Bakit negative 1 to 1? Kasi ito yung point na kasali sa region bounded natin. Okay. So, evaluating this one, we have 4 over 3. So, ang area natin class dito is equal to 4 over 3 rather. Then after that, solving for the center of mass. So, since the given is a parabola opening upward and it is symmetric with respect to y equals to 0, and it implies that x bar equals to 0. Okay, bakit siya naging x bar equals to 0? Diba, na-mention ko na doon sa center of mass of a volume of a solid of revolution class, kung andam revolve so solidio na, which means sa center of mass na sugito, isa ko center of mass, isa ko point to center of mass na given din kanyan. Kung andes kanyan, miyag revolve. Or di, na andes kanyan symmetric, ibarat buaya given yung solid na parabola. So since parabola yung given natin, symmetric with respect to y, it implies that yung x bar natin is equal to 0 na siya. So ang hahanapin na lang natin is yung y bar. Okay, y bar, using this formula, integral of f of x over 2 from times f of x dx, evaluated from a to b, divided by d area. Ito yung formula class nung sa center of mass of a plane region na ang rectangle is a vertical rectangle. So, f of 2, ang sabi ko din doon sa center of mass na sukya kaya set apa di ba gaya f of x saya nagini so kaya set apa niyo ko area niyo na di ba game ko tano ko kaya set apa tano ko area tano na para sa center of mass na sabi niyo po gaya sign sa isa plus ka plus man dapat kasi sa center of mass lagi do ka kwa sa midpoint ba always plus na ba minus in so distance okay plus 1 plus x squared and then over 2 basta may line ron na over 2 na sugiya given na f of x na sambi nyo buskan sa plus. Okay, so we have 1 plus x squared over 2 times 1 minus x squared, naginan so f of x dx. And then 4 over 3, get the reciprocal. So magiging 3 over 8 kasi pinactor out na din dito si 1/2. Si 1/2. So that's why naging eto 3 over 8 na wala na tong 2 dito. Kasi nilabas naman dito 3 over 8. Kung 3 over 4 ito class, of course, kasali dito si 2. So, parehas lang. 3 over 8, pinactor out na si 1/2. So, we have 1 plus x squared times 1 minus x squared is 1 minus x to the power of 4 dx. So, evaluate natin ito. So, we get 3 over 5. Hence, the center of mass is 0 and 3 over 5. Okay, since okay na si center of mass at saka si area, we can now solve for the distance. Okay, so ang line natin class is kung saan siya nag-revolve. So, eto, pwede natin siyang masulat in standard form as x minus 1, y minus 1 equals to 0, where a is equal to 1, where b equals to negative 1, and then c equals to negative 1. So, substitute natin dito, we have 8 over 5 square root of 2. Okay, si A, galing dito si A, 1, and then si X bar, yan yung center of mass natin. And then yung B natin is negative 1. Tapos si Y bar yan din yung center of mass, 3 over 5. And then yung C is galing siya dito, negative 1. Kasi yung constant na kasali dito sa line natin is negative 1 man. Okay, so we have, substituting to the volume of the first theorem of Pappus, we have B equals to 2 pi times AD. So we have 2 pi times CA is 4 over 3 yung nakuha natin na area. Then distance is 8 over 5 square root of 2. So we have 64 pi over 15 square root of 2. So therefore, this is the volume of a solid of revolution generated by revolving R bounded by the parabola and the line y equals to for the last example class, find the volume of a solid of revolution generated by revolving the region R by region bounded by y equals to x squared minus 2x plus 1. That is a parabola opening upwards. So, ito yung graph niya. And then the line y equals to x plus 1. Ito yung line na y equals to x plus 1. And it revolves about the line y equals to negative x. So, dito siya nag-revolve sa line na to. Ito yung line na y equals to negative x. So, solving for the area of the region R, we have the integral of HW evaluated from A to B. So, since ang rectangle natin class is perpendicular siya sa x-axis, which means yung width ng rectangle natin is dx or that is the delta x. And then yung height ng rectangle natin is the line minus the parabola. So, line minus parabola. Ang given na line is x plus 1 minus yung parabola natin na x squared minus 2x plus 1, we have negative x squared plus 3. Okay, x plus 1 minus x squared plus 2x minus 1. So, we get negative x squared plus 3x. So, substitute natin sa formula na to, replace h by negative x squared plus 3x and then replace w by dx. So, evaluate natin to from 0 to 3. From 0 to 3 kasi ito yung point na kasali sa region bounded. Okay, dito kayo magbe-base sa x because the rectangle is a vertical rectangle. So, this is from 0 up to 3. Okay, so we get 9 over 2 yung area natin. Solving for the center of mass class, we have, okay, hindi ito automatic na given na yung isa sa center of mass kasi yung given natin na parabola is hindi man siya symmetric with respect to y or with respect to x. So, kailangan pa rin nating hanapin yung center of mass. So, mag-base lang kayo doon sa formulas ng center of mass of a plane region na ang gagamitin ninyo is yung for vertical rectangle. So, ito yung formula for the vertical rectangle. X is x pa rin yan. Si f of x na ginan, so, kaset up yung ko area niyo. Diba kaset up atano ko height yan, negative x squared plus 3x. And then dx, yung area is 9 over 2. So, we have 2 over 9 integral of negative x cubed kasi times natin to dito plus 3x squared na siya. Dx evaluated from 0 to 3. So, we have 3 over 2 yung x bar. For the y bar naman, we have f of x over 2. Si f of x over 2 plus na si line ago si parabola na papagumana-niwanan. Okay. Kumbaga na so kaya set up yung si ko area or rectangle yo so height ron na di ba minus nasa center of mass na value nyo bus kanya na plus. So we have gaya nagiya sa formula o line plus sa formula o parabola. Kasi kung height kasi o rectangle na di ba may minus tano yung line minus parabola. Sa center of mass na line plus the parabola. Okay, over 2. And then, gaya f of x ay, nag-set upan nyo ko, height o area, rectangle liyo. Okay, so we have 9 over 2. Okay, so reciprocal natin, we have 1 over 9 kasi 2 over 9 times 1 half is 1 over 9. So, evaluated from 0 to 2, we have 8 over 5. Hence, the center of mass is 3 over 2 and 8 over 5. After that, solve for the distance. Okay, ang line natin, dito siya nag-revolve sa line na y equals to negative x. Write it into, or transform it into standard form. So, we have x plus y equals to 0. So, ang a natin is 1. Ang b natin equals to 1. Galing dito ha, yung mga numbers na kasama nila. Since walang constant dito maliban sa 0, so C equals to 0. So we have 1 times 3 over 2 galing yan dito sa center of mass, and then si 1 is galing kay A, and then si 1 dito galing kay B, then 8 over 5 from the center of mass plus the C equals to 0. So we get 31 over 10 square root of 2. Therefore, V is equal to 2 pi AD. So ang A natin, or the area, is equal to 9 over 2, and then D is equal to 31 over 10 square root of 2. So we have 279 pi over 10 square root of 2. So therefore, this is the volume of the solid of revolution generated by revolving the region R bounded by the parabola opening upward and the line x plus 1. And it revolves about the line y equals to -1.